Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to this one. Today we're tackling Bihar. It's a state in eastern India that, well, it just seems packed with history and culture. Our goal, like always, is to dig into the sources you've shared and pull out the really key insights.
Yeah, it's a great subject for this because Bihar, it's really much more than just a spot on the map. Think of it as a kind of crucible, you know, ancient history, traditions that have really shaped a big part of the world. It's going to be quite a journey looking at its past and its present too.
Okay, let's start with that history. It's massive, isn't it? Bihar was the heartland for empires like Magad, Maurya, Gupta. What made these empires right there in Bihar so foundational?
Well, it's fascinating. These empires, the Mauryas, the Guptas, they didn't just rule, they were pioneers. They developed administrative systems, fostered cultural growth, things that became like blueprints for later Indian civilization.
Mm.
You'd still see echoes today, and maybe even more profound, Bihar is where two major world religions were born.
Right. Buddhism and Jainism?
Exactly. Sant Gautama Buddha reached enlightenment in Bodh Gaya. Mahavira, the founder of Jainism, he spent a lot of significant time there too. And this whole spiritual energy, it directly led to these incredible centers of learning, like Nalanda University. Nalanda wasn't just local, it was a global hub. Scholars came from everywhere. It shaped philosophy for centuries.
That's incredible. A global hub way back then.
Yeah.
So building on that amazing foundation, how does Bihar's culture look today? It seems really vibrant. You hear about festivals, arts.
Oh, absolutely. It's quite distinct. You have these iconic festivals. Chhath Puja is huge, maybe the most important. It's this ancient sun worship festival,
Yeah.
very focused on purity, devotion, really unique. Then there's Madhubani painting, intricate, geometric, very colorful.
And the food. I've heard about Litti Chokha.
You must try it if you get the chance. It's
So-
legendary.
Baked dough balls, smoky flavors served with spiced mashed veggies. Rustic, but so good. And language-wise, it's diverse, too. Hindi is official, but you hear Mithili, Bhojpuri, Magahi, Angika widely spoken. Remember, we're talking over 120 million people.
Yeah.
India's third most populous state. Wow, 120 million. That scale is something else. So, okay, shifting to modern Bihar. The economy, we know, is largely based on agriculture, rice, wheat, sugarcane. There are challenges, definitely. Poverty, migration. These were talked about. But there's also growth in areas like textiles, food processing. What else should we understand about modern Bihar? Maybe things that get overlooked.
That's a really good question. Because if you connect it to the bigger picture, you see a state that consistently influences national life, especially through education and its people. Bihar has major institutes, IIT Patna, NIT Patna, AIMS Patna, and Nalanda University has been revived, which is significant. And it's well known, almost famous, for producing successful candidates in India's civil services exams. There's a real culture of, let's say, intellectual striving.
So a strong educational focus.
Yes. And think about the leaders it's produced. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, India's very first president. Jayaprakash Narayan, leader of the Total Revolution movement. More recently, thugs like Nitish Kumar, the long-serving chief minister, or Lalu Prasad Yadav, another former CM. Very influential figures. Even Nobel Peace Laureate Kailash Satyarthi has strong family roots there. So you see, it consistently contributes key people to the national stage.
That's a really important perspective. It adds a lot of depth beyond just the economic numbers. And just briefly on connectivity, it seems pretty well linked up.
It is. Good road and rail networks, national highways connected to major cities, plus airports in Patna, that's the Jayaprakash Narayan Airport, and an international airport in Gaya.
Right. Makes sense, especially with Bodh Gaya being such a major site.
Exactly. So yes, there are developmental challenges, no doubt. But those deep historical roots, that vibrant culture, they provide a really strong foundation. Bihar is definitely evolving, and that foundation is key to its future.
It really does paint a picture of a place with incredible layers. So wrapping this up, what's the main takeaway here? What should we be thinking about?
Well, maybe consider this. How can one place, one geographical area, be the very center for such huge spiritual movements, Buddhism, Jainism, and also house these powerful empires, these ancient universities, and continue to produce leaders that shape a nation? What does that tell us? What lessons are there in a place that birthed religions, built empires, and keeps evolving with such, well, resilience? It's quite something to reflect on, I think, the sheer continuity and impact.